Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining for another one. This one is a little walkthrough of this vignette that I created. Now, full disclosure, most of this is nearly stolen from Tammy B. She has a YouTube channel that's called Plays Well with Paper. She has a blog, and she is on the Tim Holtz design team, and I have been watching her videos so much lately. She has been really inspiring me to kind of break out of my spot and try some different things. So I wanted to show you first this this in a shot from the front when it's sitting on the table. So I will load that here. I am going to go ahead and put Tammy's channel down below and her blog. And if you happen to watch any of her videos and leave comments, let her know that I sent you. She makes things that are obviously way different than, like, if you have watched my videos before and subscribed to my channel prior to the last month or so, I make greeting cards, and I play with alcohol inks, and I make mini albums or kind of large albums as well. But I don't do a lot of home decor, and I really, haven't played with mixed media a lot. So this was inspired specifically by a candy cart that Tammy did. And like I said, I'll link to that video, but let me show you what I've got here. So this to me is like a little candy kiosk. I've got quite a few different elements. This is the largest vignette box. So what I did is I did leave it again unsanded, unfinished, uncovered, unpainted, because I really like the look of the wood. I started from the top with a couple of the candy canes from this year's Ideaology seasonal release. And then I have a couple of the baseboard pieces here. There's this one that says Smith's Rocky Mountain Pure Sugar Stick. And then I have this baseboard as well, which is says 2 for $25. And what I did is I tried to kind of fill it first with some ideas about candy, but then as I was building how to display that, all of that, I kind of built up the different pieces in the box. Here I have a sisal tree or sisal wreath that I bought from like a variety pack of sisal. It's trees and wreaths, and I will link that below. That was in Amazon buy. Here, what I did is for this box here, I'm not sure if you can see, but they're pretty thin. I just took some of the collage tiles. These are also collage tiles, so they're this size. And I created a little box from the collage tiles. So basically I measured the size and I cut out a piece of craft paper and just folded it up so it would be about 1/4 of an inch thick, maybe less. And then I put design tape around it, around the outside, and then both this one and this one on top of the collage tile, they both have some of the other design tape on them. This one says something about, says claims for refund must be made at time of delivery. Claims for error must be made at time of delivery. So I thought that was cute. And then this one, the collage tile says confection on it, and I just used the, I'm not sure which of the rubs it's from, but I used the one that says fragile, and I just kind of laid it on top there. And then I added that same piece of design tape. Here, I have a ruler. Now I bought a pack of like 8 rulers for $3. They're just wood, and I cut them. This is before I figured out that I should probably invest in some balsa wood if I'm going to be doing a bunch of these, but it kind of sat back there and I just cut it with my heavy shears, and I also covered it with the red plaid, this is the fabric tape, so I have that down here as well. And so I went ahead and filled these 3 little vials with some things that look like green and red candy. These little vials are not Ideaology. I bought them in a multi-pack and like years ago, so I had them in my stash, and this other ornament are really the first time that I've used them in a project. So I took little pearls. I bought no hole pearls just on Amazon in a large pack, and I dyed them just like Tim Holtz taught me to do with alcohol inks. And so I have some smaller ones and some larger ones here in the green and red. This filling in this little vial is a metallic, it's almost, I don't know if it's mylar or what it is, but it is curls, and it is, I think the dollar store sells it as like ornament stuffing, and they're very small, but I was just looking around for other things that might look like candy, and I just put that in there, and so it was bright and cheery, so it kind of matched. Then I went ahead and I had a little plastic container that I keep little beads and things in, and I went ahead and used that. You can't see the threads, but the threads are back there. And so it is raised a little bit off of the wood. I put one of the clock faces in it, and so it is is it inside? Oh no, it's on top. So I went ahead and did that, and then I went ahead and added instead of using clock arms or watch hands, I used one game spinner for the clock. Then I went ahead and made, just with a circle punch, a little plate out of like a craft color. And I stacked some of these little slices up. These are slices that, oh, look, it comes right out. Maybe I should glue it down. These are slices that, I've used for filler and shakers. So I have a bunch of those. And so I was happy to use some of those up. You can hear cheese wanting out of the room. Okay. Oh, you got a sneeze? And then this is one of the rock candy sticks, and I'll tell you more about that in a second. I went ahead and added one of the arrows. I'm not sure what this line is called. It's just a metallic arrow, because I wanted something to hang these little shopping bags on. So these are also the collage tiles. And so I put a collage tile on front and back, and you can see that I just used craft cardstock and created a bag filled it with some tissue paper, and then I just used some wire and kind of slipped it through some holes in the side. Oops. So I made 2 of those to hang from here. Then I went ahead, and this idea comes straight from Tammy, and it is making a just a chest of drawers, or you know, a little thing to put little drawers in. So I went ahead and used my Matchbox die. So I have a Matchbox die, and I used that with some craft cardstock. You can see on the inside, barely, that I use for the outside of the boxes. I used some Very Merry Christmas paper. So that's in like some mid-century modern kind of design, some kitschy stuff. I used the, what are these called? Hinge pulls from Ideaology inside my Matchbox lid, or my Matchbox drawer. Just punched a hole and kind of fed that through. These Matchboxes are deeper, so I went ahead and cut them. And I just have 2 of the candy canes sticking out of the top. All 3 of these drawers open, but there's nothing else in the rest of them. Here I put one of the ephemera that says confectionery across the bottom here. Excuse me. I used a couple of the vials from the Halloween seasonal. I'm not sure what they're called, if they're called glass vials with cork lids or what, but they have some of those slices that look like candy cane slices in one of them. And I didn't do anything to them. I just put them right in there and put the lid on. I went ahead and glued the glass to the wood using just our glitter glue. So that's kind of staying in place. And then I glued this one to this set of drawers from the glass to the paper. These are those acrylic dewdrops. They're flat on one side, and they just look like water drops. I covered them in collage medium and then in iridescent glitter. So you can see that iridescent glitter over the clear, and then also the red drops looks a little bit like gumdrops, but in this particular one here, there's just so much glitter that it's kind of hard to see what's going on back there. I'm not sure if how it's looking through the screen, but that's why when I did this one, I went ahead and did a number of them in just the, I did collage medium, but then instead of iridescent glitter, I just did the clear rock candy glitter so that they would be kind of less, I don't know, less distracting. You get less different colors when you kind of move it around. So that's that. And then let me pull this guy out. So here is one of the rock candy sticks that I made. If you follow along with the blog and video from Tammy B that I'm going to link down below, you'll see where I got this from. This is taking Ranger Mica Flake and coloring the flakes with just red, and then of course green over here, alcohol ink. Just kind of swirl it around in the alcohol ink and lay it out to dry. What I did here is I took Q-tips, and I think I have some actual still photos of this, but I took Q-tips, I cut off both the ends of the Q-tips, And then I decided kind of at what point my rock candy was gonna stop. And so from here up, I covered the stick in collage medium, and that way the alcohol color wouldn't leach into the stick, the alcohol ink color from the mica. So I went ahead and I did that, and I made 4 little rock candy things. I took just some kind of random packaging, and it was already, like you can see that this is the pointy seam part of packaging. And I went ahead and just cut it and put a piece of design tape around the bottom to keep it closed. And that is my rock candy, and stole directly from that video linked below. So, and I know that, you know, makers inspire each other, and I'm just so happy that she is so, she's so open and sharing, you know, how she does things. And I noticed recently she did a few just walkthroughs because she didn't do a full tutorial video. I don't think she does full tutorial videos, but I still learn a lot because she puts in some still photos, and she'll put in, you know, she'll just kind of talk you through how she does some things, and it was really helpful for me as kind of a first timer of this thing. So I hope you enjoyed that. This one, I think, is like the first thing that I've made in quite some time where I decided that I'm going to keep it for myself. I'm going to put it out for the holidays, and hopefully you'll be around to take it out next year. Thanks so much for watching.